a lot of videos where people talk about the top luxury items that they would repurchase if they had to start their collection all over again. So that got me thinking, and I have to say that my number one is fine jewelry. I wish I could say fine jewelry as a whole, but if we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, I will have to go with my love bracelet from Cartier, especially in the original, like the regular size. If we're doing some girl math here and calculating the cost per wear for all my fine jewelry pieces, I would have to say they're like $0 basically, because fine jewelry at this point is really just a part of me. I like jewelry pieces that I basically don't have to worry about taking them off and putting them back on, all that stuff, which is why all my bracelets are basically a part of me. I never ever take them off. I mean, these are kind of hard to take off anyways, especially like by yourself. I have 3 so far, this being the oldest, a small one being the second, and then this actually, the one I chose for this video, is my newest addition, but I have to say this is like my number one. I think this was definitely a learning curve. I thought I wanted this at first, like all those years ago, but it really came down to this one right here. I mean, there's a reason why these bracelets are so popular and just so, you know, well loved. I love the history of this collection. I love the meaning of it. I think it's just so much more special when you receive it as a gift because of all that meaning behind. And this design, of course, is so unique and very universal at this point. And I do tend to like something that's a little more eye-catching, a little more extra. So compared to the Tristan Clue, I would say the love bracelets are a bit more high impact. They definitely are shinier, as you can see. Even when you're wearing like the most boring outfit, just having this adds so much like interest to your outfit, especially in the sun, the light. They're just so gorgeous. There's really nothing like it. These are at this point very timeless and classic. They really do go with everything because they're so simple, yet there is something different about them. After wearing just the small one for about a year, I think I really have to go with this one. I really do prefer the original line, obviously because it's thicker, it's like more high impact, as I mentioned. But number 2, they're made differently. The way that you have to put them on, this is like the original, you know, like the screwdriver, but the small one, it's just, you know, breaking it open almost. And I really don't like the way that they're made. I really do prefer the original, the classic, the OG way, so I have to go with this. And once I have my bracelet, then I'm gonna go to Fendi, of course, because my number 2 item is the Fendi Peekaboo. Like, are you surprised? I've mentioned these bags so much already, even in my recent most used designer handbags. I said these bags are literally like my number 1, and it's because they are just that perfect in my eyes. Between the two, like, I don't think I can choose which one. Like, whichever one I can get my hands on first, I will say. I'm choosing these bags, but on 2 conditions. Number 1, they have to be in the python leather. I know exotics are kind of like a controversial topic, but I'm just being honest here, like that's what I really love. And number 2, it has to be this exact size, the mini size, and it has to be like the puffy one. They do have another more like structured accordion looking one. I don't like that one. It has to be this puffy mini size. When I watch these videos, a lot of people actually mention 10 different items because I think that was like the original tag, but I narrowed it down even more to only include 5 items. So I really put a lot of thought into this video, and for me to choose these bags over any of my Chanel bags in my collection really says a lot. And that also made me realize how much I really do love these bags. These bags are truly what I think I'm going to need forever in my collection, and something I will always reach for, because that has been the case for the past like 2 years. We don't even have to discuss the practicality of these bags because they are just perfection. I can put so much in here. Comes with a strap so you can wear it as a crossbody, even though I normally don't ever do that. I just like a little top handle moment. Like I said, I do like something extra, something different. So this snake skin right here is just more interesting and like catches my eye a lot more than a normal plain leather. Also, I do love the fact that there are no logos whatsoever. I think that's what really makes these bags very timeless, very low-key, if you know, you know kind of thing. One of my toxic traits actually is that I get sick of things really easily. I know it's like horrible, especially when we're talking about, you know, like high ticket, like luxury items. Knock on wood, but my love for these bags really just has not changed over the years. Like, I still love them so much. I can carry them both day and night. They are just so versatile. They can be dressed up and down. They just do everything for you. So these bags have made it to this very honorable self-made list. And then for travel purposes, I had to go with this bag. It's so big, but this is the Goyard St. Louis tote bag in the GM size. After using the Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the MM size for 5 years, I really realized that I need something a little bit bigger for when I'm traveling. I mentioned this in my Italy haul, but I really wish I went with the Anjou tote that is lined with leather inside instead of just this like canvas, because it does keep its shape better, and then it's also like a thicker material, so it's not going to be so flimsy. But shopping in Goyard in the summertime in Europe, like, you get what you get because the inventory is so limited. Maybe this is also part of like getting older, but I am more drawn to pieces that are a bit more classic, more timeless, and more like neutrals, colors that are not like so hot pink and like so vibrant all the time, especially for a travel tote bag that I don't want to draw so much attention to, which is why my number one pick for this bag was in this black color, even though it was a very hard decision. I'm still looking to add a piece from Goyard in that really delicious blue. I just don't know which one to get because it's such a vibrant blue. It is so beautiful, but imagine this huge bag in that color. Like, it would have been a lot. And then the last two items are shoes, which means that I'm literally done with bags. I know, crazy. And my number one has to be the Oran sandals from Hermes, and dare I say, in exotic skin. These are truly like one of a kind, so special, like Oran sandals. And before these, I wore these to death, and these are so gross, like so gross. Especially the white ones, oh my god. Unless it's like an insane combo, like I cannot pass up on this. I will not be buying any more Oran sandals. Maybe I should add that to my no-buy list. I mean, there's a reason why I have 3 pairs, right? They really are a summer essential for me, especially for shoes. They really can be dressed up and down. I can literally wear them to dinner, to lunch, to the pool, to the beach. They're very comfy as well. And nowadays, I'm like distancing myself from flip-flops or any of that kind of like thong sandal, like design. I really don't like the way they look anymore. So this is a true classic item, and I just love how simple and elegant the design is, because a lot of summer sandals out there can be very bulky, and I don't like when my feet look so chunky and heavy and like a lot bigger than they actually are, or sometimes like a little too masculine, because in the summertime I tend to wear a lot of dresses, and yes, that contrast can work sometimes, but for the most part, like on a day-to-day basis, I want and need something very simple and elegant like this. In the summertime, these are pretty much the only shoes I wear, and they're constantly making them in like a different design, different combination, different skin and all that stuff, which makes them interesting and relevant year after year, which is why I had to include them in this list. And then my last item is something that I've also mentioned thousands of times on this channel, the René Calvilla Clio boots in this exact combo, the black on black, black leather and black crystals. I chose these shoes because they are literally me in leather boots. You can see like the leather softening now, which means that I have worn them a lot, and I already started wearing them again for like the pre-fall season, and I love them so much. I do prefer like a short mini skirt or like shorts over midi and like maxi dresses on me, which means that my legs will be exposed a little bit more, and I think that's why these are just so flattering on me personally. They do come up really high, which is why I think, again, they're just so perfect for my wardrobe and the outfits that I tend to go for. Again, there's no logos, so I know I'm not gonna get sick of them, but I would have been bored by now if they didn't come with the crystals. These crystals are what really make the boot epic. Every time I wear these, I get compliments and people ask like where they're from, what these are. I think most people know this brand by their heels, which is why like these boots are just that much more interesting and different. These boots, like, I mean, they're just so different and unique, and I'm so glad I got them in black on black, because when I wear them in the winter time with like an all black outfit, it still looks so good with tights or even leggings because of these black crystals. They're so subtle, but you know there's something like sparkly, and it's just everything I want and more. So even though I wore these boots a lot last year, I'm still so excited to wear them, which means that I'm not sick of them yet. So those are all the items that I wanted to share with you guys today. Top luxury items that I would repurchase if I had to start my collection all over again. Let me know what you would choose as your #1 luxury item to repurchase. I think it's a really fun topic. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!